Come on, man. I'm trying to get that ray sphere, you know? I'm trying to get powers. Come on, man. It's your boy Zeke. I know you're out there saving everybody, taking out the bad guys, but I want to do that too. Alright. Well, I got some cold ones over here if you're trying to sit down. Get a load off all that bad guy hurting and innocent killing. Yeah, I heard about you out there. Some people say you're hurting innocents, while other people say you're saving them. I don't know what to believe, man. Haven't seen you in a while. So, why don't you come down, have a talk. Figure out how to get that ray sphere a little bit faster, so I can get my powers. And we can be out there together. Alright. Get me back. Peace.
What's up, people? Mo Tuesday 13 with the Zeke impression, of course. So, you already know what that means, right? You have to. Says it right there, right? Yeah. Okay. Infamous review. What it do? Only for the PS3. So, let's get this started. Been meaning to get this one out for a while, so here we go. As you know, when we turn on the game, you get the graphics. Now, the graphics in this game, they're not the best I've ever seen on the PlayStation, and compared to Uncharted, it's kind of low, but then again, the scope of this game is a lot bigger than Uncharted is. Not in terms of story or anything, or overall presentation, because we know how good Uncharted is, but this game has its good moments. I mean, the electricity in the game, the powers that you have, that looks good, I'm telling you, but everything else is just pretty much high-grade mediocre. It's not the best around, but it's nothing you can get on, because it still looks pretty good. Now, as the environment consists of a city, pretty much. 3 cities, and one is the Neon District, one is the Warren, and the other one I do not remember because I don't remember. But yeah, you have 3 cities, and each city, they have their own things that you can do, own people that control them. Like in the first city, the Neon District, that holds the Reapers, and in the second one, the Warren, that holds the Dustmen, and in the last one, those are the people you need to worry about. Those are the First Sons, and they are some pretty badass people. But yeah, there are buildings to climb, there are parks, there are monuments, and there are one big tower that was really fun to climb, and then there's also the police station, the main police station, and it's a pretty good environmental game. I mean, there's not going to be enough to surprise you. You can't go in the water, that's a little big thing, but I mean, you're a battery, electricity. I mean, how are you just going to jump into the water? That's like throwing your toaster into the water and expecting it to work or not kill anybody. Or kill you. But yeah, so overall the environment is pretty sound. I mean, they could have added a little bit more, but you know, what are we gonna do? It's the first one of the genre. Second one's coming out, so we can hope for that, and it's going to be pretty good. So as for the controls they don't have a much of a learning curve, but you still have to know what buttons to push when and when to do it. And it's good because it's easy to climb on things. You just jump to it, he'll automatically grab onto it using his bio electricity connecting to stuff. I don't know how it works, but that's probably how it works. And you can climb, but the one thing I don't like about the climbing is that when you try to jump off of things and you just want to go on the ground, if he's too close to the item you jumped off of, he'll just go back onto it. So sometimes there needs to be like a little bit more room to fail, because when grabbing onto things you don't want to grab on, or dropping down and hitting something you don't want to hit, that gets annoying. That really gets annoying. That's one of the things I didn't like about this game. But overall, the controls are good. You have 2 different powers for each button when you hit the aim, and you have your normal powers, you know, shooting electricity. Everybody loves you. I mean, you want to know shooting electricity. Seriously, I would want to shoot electricity. But now we come to the gameplay. The gameplay is pretty much one of the fun parts about this game, is because you are Cole McGrath and you have powers that you got in this accident. I'll get that in the story. But yeah, your powers consist of like regular shots from your hand. You can create megawatt hammers, which are like bigger shots, but you do a lot of damage. And you can also throw electric balls that can stick to people. And depending on if you're evil or good, it changes the property of that attack. So yeah, it does pretty good. They do pretty well on the evil to good side too, because it affects the story. And let's get into the story right now. Actually, more on the gameplay. There's also a lot of things you can do with going to, talking to people, getting more missions to get more experience, to get more powers, and that's pretty much the way it goes. You can do missions that affect your alignment for evil and good, and yeah, they're doing some shady-ish in this game. I mean, I thought this game was going to be like lighthearted with like, you know, the evil and good alignment, but no, they really screw you on this. They really give you that moral dilemma. They're just like, do you want to kill this person? Do you want to save this person? Do you want to save this group of people? Do you want to save just this one person? I mean, come on, where do you stand? I mean, for the greater good or for your own good? That's the way. And so yeah, now we come to the story. You play Cole McGrath, who's a bike messenger, and he got caught into this blast delivering a message or delivering a package, and he was supposed to open it once he got there. And when he did, yeah, all hell broke loose. You find that out in the first opening of the game, where everything just goes to hell, and that giant bioelectricity bomb just goes off, and that was caused by the race fear, and that is the main thing that people are trying to get. You're trying to get it, your enemies are trying to get it. So that is pretty much the story right there. And when you go through the story, you can have, like I said, with the alignment, it affects the story, because if you go through good, you'll have a different cutscene for the good side, but if you go through bad, you'll have different bad cutscenes. And I thought that was a really good thing, because most games, some games, they just stick you with the same storyline, and you just have good or evil, which doesn't really affect what's happening in the world. But this one actually did, and I will give it plus points for that, which really made me happy. When I was playing it over again, I was like, wow, this is really pretty interesting. But yeah, so the story consists, the main bad guy is Kessler, and this man is seriously an asshole. They love assholes. He's just toying with you pretty much the whole entire game, and then when you get to the end, he just blows your mind, and you're just like, oh, what? Yep, and that's pretty much it. It's a good game. It's got excellent gameplay. It's got a pretty good story. I mean, considering that this was the first of its kind and it was new, I thought the story was going to be lacking, but no, the story actually surprised me. It was pretty good, well thought out, and yeah, it left you wide open for a sequel, so we'll definitely be looking for that one. Overall, I would have to give this game, considering it's only for the PlayStation 3 and considering the value of the new people that created it, I would have to give it I would say an 8. It's a solid game, but there's definitely room for advancement, definitely room for story advancement, character advancement, and yeah, all pretty good. So yeah, this is Mo Tuesday, signing out. Look forward to more of me. I definitely look forward to more of you guys. Peace.